Okay, it's how to make salmon gravy. First thing I did is have the oil, and it has to be at the smoking point, which basically means that if you put a couple of drops of water in the oil, it should pop and let you know that it's ready. So now basically I'm going to add the water to check to see if my oil is hot enough. Almost there, not quite. So I turn up the flame a little bit more so it can be higher. This is what I've cut up for my salmon gravy. It's a tomato-based gravy. So basically it's tomato paste, onions, and a little salt mixed together. Once that oil has come up to the smoking point, I will add the tomato paste and onion into the oil and fry it. Now, I feel that the oil has come up to the smoking point that I need. So now what I'm going to do is add the tomato paste and onions that I have right here. And once I've added that to the oil and it's begun to cook, I will take the canned water from the salmon, the canned salmon that I just had. So basically, I drained the canned salmon water into a cup and I set it aside because we're going to lose it for later. Alright, so now I'm going to place the tomato paste and onion into the oil. You see that it's beginning to fry. Place all of that in there. The oil is about 2 cups of oil. Sorry about that. Gotta hold the camera. 2 cups of oil. You're probably saying, oh my gosh, that's just too much oil. But actually, it really isn't. It will correspond nicely and evenly. As you can see, I'm basically frying it. You see the onions as well becoming fried. So I have some tomato paste left in my bowl. What I'll do is I'll add some of this liquid. Get the remaining of the tomato paste that's in the bowl, and then I will add it to my frying pan. As you can see, I did that. Now I'm going to add the rest of that in there, as well as you can see, when it comes up to this consistency, then you add the liquid. From the salmon, the 2 cans of salmon that I had earlier. People always wanted to ask me how to make this, and this is exactly how you make it. This is the salmon gravy. This is the part before the salmon gets in there. You're making your gravy using your tomatoes and your onions. Okay, so now that I done added the liquid from the 2 cans of salmon, this is what it looks like. Bring it to a boil. Exactly what it looks like, the salmon gravy. The beginnings of the salmon gravy. So the rest of the liquid in. Now it's cooking well. Say about 3 to 5 minutes. And I'll come right back to you. I'm going to let that go for about 3 minutes, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Now it's come to a boil and I'm getting ready to add spinach. I basically took and put aside 1 cup of frozen spinach, but of course it's been thawed. So I'm going to turn down the flame. I'm going to add the spinach to it now. Ooh, it's getting a little hot there. It's boiling. I'm going to add the spinach. Mix that up in there. It's like 2 cups of spinach in here. I'm going to spread that around. Spread that around. See all the colors coming out? And that's the spinach. It's down too low, so I gotta turn it back up. So now, the last portion has to be added, and that's the salmon and the cut cherry tomatoes. Here is 2 cans of salmon that has been broken up. Remember, I used the drained water from the cans and actually put it into my saucepan. Now I'm adding the salmon. I can turn the flame down. Add the salmon. And now the tomatoes. They've been cut in half. And if they were kind of bigger than that, I'll cut them in 4s. This is the salmon grating. And basically that's it. You can add your African hot pepper. This is what I use. West African hot pepper. I add that in there. It is called, by the way, Finest. Mix that in. And it's done.